I have decided to own my fear and doubt. We all have it, and we probably have a lot more of it now as we look at the world, except I have a different understanding of that, and I'll speak of it. So I decided to own my fear and doubt. What you decide to do will be up to you, but I will tell you that we are given those things in life to cause us, to allow us to become all we can be, to expand, if we are willing to own it, talk about it, and move through it, because we all have it. Every person I know is born with something to offer the world that is their gift, something that they could give that would cause the world to be better, except we doubt it and we fear it. That's what I did. Every single person has it. And we may judge it as being something strange, different, not needed, or some sort of disability or whatever it is. That's never true either. It's just that we have fear and doubt. And the reason I know this is because I listen to myself. What I mean is, I did a channeling session this morning, a Wilhelm channeling session, and then I went for a walk to listen to it, because I don't hear it when it comes through. And you got to understand this, because I have to go back and study this information just like everyone else, and that's what I did. And what I heard was, oh, my challenge now is I'm allowing my fear and doubt to hold me back, and I can no longer do that, because I know how important it is in the world. I know that the world would not look the way it does if I didn't hold back because of my fear and doubt. Now that may sound like this egotistical kind of thing to say, but I know that it's not, because I don't think that I'm better than anyone else. I just think that I have a different gift than some other people. A lot of people have the same one that I do, and they're using that as well. But I doubted mine because of my own journey. We each have our own individual journeys that we're moving through, and they come with their obstacles, their limitations, their restrictions. I had mine. And in 1988, when I began receiving information, I started with automatic writing, as many of you know, and that was a strange experience for me, because I didn't know where this was coming from. How am I receiving this information? But I did this for years and didn't put it out there, didn't talk to anyone about it, because I didn't want to receive the judgment or criticism, and so it kind of impacted that fear and doubt. Let me not say anything. So when I saw what happened over the last couple of days here in my country, in the United States, we had a lot of shootings. We have tons of shootings. We have a gun problem that we're not really dealing with, and somebody has to start talking about these things. Otherwise, none of us survive. But this one was really particular, because we saw what I had been receiving for months, and all of my channeling sessions. And it's so fascinating, because I go back and I will listen to the sessions, and I know a lot of people aren't listening to them because they don't think they're worth anything. Maybe they're not going to get any information. I get that, because I skated away from things forever. I put out one of the channeling, because I had kept this one hidden for a while because I didn't look at it, and then I listened to it the other day. I said, wow, people must hear this. I've got to put it out. They'll understand it. I even made a thumbnail saying, please listen to this. You need to hear it. Nobody listened. Nobody cared, because I know people are not understanding what I'm seeing happening, and I have to accept that as well. There are tons of people who are getting it, though. They are knowing what's happening in the world, and it's a time for us to each come to know who we are. But when I saw this shooting of a lot of black people in Buffalo, New York, I knew that was systemic hate that was coming out, and it was the thing that's been in our society, in our world, for forever. I've known this. It's come through in all of my sessions, all of my channeling sessions. This has come through, and if we don't stop and talk about it, we continue it, and we're not going to have a world that we want to live in unless somebody is willing to own who they are, move beyond their fear and doubt, and become a little more courageous. And I thought, oh, maybe it's time for me to do that. And I doubted what I was given in your life operating instructions. I said this could not possibly have happened. And I've gone and I've researched other people who have discovered things, who have come up with inventions, who doubted it all in the beginning, and many of them died before it was ever known what they had. I decided I'm not going to do that one. I think I will get this out before I decide to leave my body. which is a choice that we all make at some point. However, I'm going to offer something now that I know is going to make our world a lot better. This is why I've been changing everything and moving in a new direction. And now my direction is going to be working with people who are really willing to put their essence into the world and understanding that they may not be there yet. We all have blockages. We all have resistance. We have to. It's a thing that we can understand now because we have neuroscience that has explained how these things work, and it's a progression that we all move through. When I was done with the channeling session today, my associate said, "Have you listened to Dr. Wayne Dyer? Do you know?" I said, "Yeah, I used to listen to him quite a bit." And he talked about The Power of Intention. That's a book that he put out. And I said, "Yeah, I know that one too." And years ago, before Wayne died, before he died, I listened to a lot of his things. But then I thought, this is really odd. I had to stop listening. I stopped listening to absolutely everyone at a certain point because it was strange. I didn't understand why I was receiving information as was coming through him. Am I copying it? Am I making it up? This is the thing that we do, and this is why that imposter syndrome comes up as well. And then the other night I'm listening to Deepak Chopra, and this came through in the channeling session today, and the same thing happened. I'm listening to him speak, and I actually got upset because I'm saying, I know all of this, and I know everyone's listening to him, and they're getting this information, but I want my people to listen as well. And that was just my frustration, and I had to come to the place where I decided, wait a minute, I had to tell people the truth. And the truth is, yeah, I really did have something that could help a whole bunch of people, and I'm going to talk about it in the way that they are, so it helps more. And so after I got over my little upset with Deepak, I said, oh, yeah, I have that, and so I'm going to give that to folks because we need that now. We need our world to be a lot different, and I'm going to do my part, and I hope you embrace your fear and doubt because it's there and decide to step through it and become the person you were meant to be, and you'll see our world will be very, very different. All right, take care, you guys.